What's going on, guys? BASSFZz here. And in today's video, I'm going to resurrect an old topic, right? I'm going to resurrect this old topic like Krillin gets resurrected in Dragon Ball Z, okay? I got all seven Dragon Balls. I'm about to summon the Dragon Shenron and resurrect this shit, right? Okay, but I'm not really. So, obviously from the title, you can tell that, I'm going to be talking about Heterosexual Pride Day, which, interestingly enough, was a joke hashtag that came at the tail end of June. So you can see it's really old. I mean, not really. It's only a month old, but I guess in internet time, that may as well be 20,000 centuries. No, but seriously, I still think what happened around Heterosexual Pride Day is still an interesting topic of discussion. Particularly the fact that one, it was a joke, and two, the only people who were complaining about Heterosexual Pride Day or talking about it were a bunch of gay people and angry liberals. It's interesting to me the amount of vitriol that was surrounding around the idea of a Heterosexual Pride Day. And I saw many a video be uploaded on to the tube of you talking about how Heterosexual Pride Day is not needed, or how every day is Heterosexual Pride Day, which is an interesting reply. You know, I remember, you know, if I can go back in time, I heard many a feminist say, when's International Men's Day? Every day is International Men's Day. And the shit, it made no sense to me. It made no sense because no one celebrates men every day. I don't know what you're talking about. I wish everyone celebrated men every day. It would be nice. I mean, it'd probably get boring after a while, you know. The same way we would celebrate Heterosexual Pride Day if it was every day, right? No one appreciates anything if it happens all the time. The thing that's beautiful about a holiday is the fact that it's rare, right? But anyway, I digress. I find it particularly strange or interesting. Actually, no, I don't. I actually find it to be quite predictable and expected that so many people would be upset at the mere idea that we celebrate heterosexual people, that they even have a day of pride. But one thing that I found even more interesting, well, it would actually be the only thing I found interesting, is the fact that when I saw the videos, or I saw the people who had quite the vitriolic reaction to Heterosexual Pride Day, it was the fact that they constantly, and I saw this as a consistent theme, my viewer, they constantly said that you can't take pride in something you had no control over. And I just kind of sat there, right, staring at the screen, you know, just looking at it. And I was like, were you paying attention? Did you listen to the words that came out of your mouth? Because I don't really think that those people did. I actually found it astounding that consistently I saw many of people, even some tweets of people saying, we can't have a Heterosexual Pride Day because you can't have pride in something you didn't do. And I just kind of sat there and said, well, you do understand that we can say the same thing to gay people, right? I mean, like, and I was just flabbergasted that their minds could go to that extent, that they could look at the topic of pride or the emotion or feeling of pride, right? And they can get to the logical conclusion that you can't have pride in something that you had no control over, except when you're gay. It doesn't make no damn sense to me. Because, honestly speaking, I mean, if we can't have a Heterosexual Pride Day, well then that would mean that we can't have a Homosexual Pride Day or a Gay Pride Day. Wouldn't make any sense. Gay people are just born that way. You have no control over it. It doesn't make any sense to have pride in it. And I think that leads us to a very interesting topic to discuss. And that topic is, well, what exactly does it mean to have pride? And is pride even the correct word to use when discussing what I think these people are trying to describe? Now, honestly, I'm in the camp that it's not. I do not think that pride is the correct word to use to describe what these people are trying to accomplish, right? Because like I said just a second ago, right, or what everyone else said, you can't really have pride in something that you didn't do or you didn't accomplish. The whole emotion or whole feeling of pride comes from doing something difficult or from obtaining something that was hard, right? Or doing something that was hard physically, right? You get pride in your abilities because you produce something. That's why you're proud, right? But if you didn't do anything, you can't really have pride in it. You can't really have pride in Susan, you know, playing Moonlight Sonata, because you didn't teach her that, and you didn't play that, you know. I mean, that's Susie. Now, if Susie took pride in that, it would make sense, because Susie spent hours learning the keys of the piano, spent hours listening to the song, you know, and is able to replicate it, right? It would make sense for Susie to have pride because she did something difficult, right? So, if we all understand that about the emotion of pride, why are we using pride to describe the feeling that gay people should have, right? Doesn't make any sense. Now, here's what I think is going on. What I think what's happening is that some people conflate happiness with pride. And I think that being happy that you're gay is totally different from being proud that you're gay. I think if you're happy, or if you're fine, or if you accept that you're a homosexual individual, I mean, well, more power to you. I don't really fucking care, but you know, it is what it is, right? But I think that's what they're going for. I think what they mean to say are to have happy parades, or maybe acceptance parades, that they accept it, or that they're glad that they're gay, or that they're fine with being gay, like contentment parades maybe. I'm content with, you know, my fate, but proud, I don't really think that's the word to be used there, and I think that what causes such a great degree of confusion. Now, that being said, does that mean that we still should be able to have a heterosexual happy day? And to that I would reply, no. You know, the interesting thing about the whole Heterosexual Pride Day is I actually agree with those people. I do agree with all of the liberals that were really angry. I really don't think that we should have a Heterosexual Pride Day. But I also don't think we should have a homosexual Pride Day either. I don't, all because no one did anything. There's no reason to be proud of something you had no control over. I mean, either you can choose to be straight, and then you can have a day in which you're proud that you made that decision, or you can choose to be gay, and then you can have a day in which you're proud that you made that decision. But you can't have both if, you know, they're just all a matter of consequence. So I actually agree with those people that Heterosexual Pride Day as a concept, you know, shouldn't be here, and Homosexual Pride Day shouldn't be here either. But then I thought about this one caveat. I was sitting here and I was thinking about it, which I thought was pretty funny. Now, a lot of the liberals and the gay people who were talking about Pride Day were saying that heterosexual people don't deserve to have a Pride Day because they don't go through the same shit that gay people go through, which I thought was a very peculiar thing to say, considering the fact that the vast majority of heterosexual people, you know, are still like, well, how do I put this? Oh, they're fucking people. Right now, okay, man, I get what they were saying. What they were saying was a lot of heterosexual people don't deal with a lot of stress because they're heterosexual, versus where gay people, on the other hand, do. And that's why they have a Pride Day. They have a Pride Day to accept or have a day to celebrate the fact that they're gay. Again, I still don't think that pride is the correct way or the correct word to use there. And I also don't think that being incredibly lewd is a good way to celebrate being gay either. I really don't, but that's another topic for another time. But I somewhat get that. Like I said, I was thinking to myself, right? And I had this thought. And this thought was this. I was like, okay, if straight people can't have a heterosexual day because they don't have to put up with shit, or they don't have to deal with shit for being heterosexual, what about men? I was thinking about, you know, the way men and women relate to each other and the whole, you know, sexual game. Because like the whole, like the entire nature of mate selection, you know, as men have to prove themselves worthy to have sex with women, right? And I was thinking, right, like, I mean, dealing with women is some tough shit. I mean, even the nicest woman, you know, can kind of be an asshole sometimes. And I was thinking to myself, well, if gay people can have their gay pride parades because, you know, they go through some shit for being gay, then how come men can't have like a male straight pride day because they have to deal with women? Now I know some people are gonna call me, you know, they're gonna call me sexist or misogynist, and I'm not saying I hate women or women are terrible people. I mean, because in general, I mean, they're not. I mean, there's just people. But the fact remains, the very nature of dating is men have to put in effort to date women. And some women are kind of assholes and they'll do shitty things. And so, who knows? Maybe Maybe there should be a heterosexual pride day for men, so they can all just sit around and celebrate the fact that they went through some shit to get some pussy. I'm just saying, who knows? It's just a suggestion. You know, you don't have to listen to me. I'm just some nigga on the internet. I'm just talking. But that said, I guess to wrap this video up, I have to say this. The whole notion of pride in an attribute you had no control over is a little bit misguided. I think the emotion that people are striving for is either contentment or happiness, perhaps. Maybe even joy. I don't know. Maybe not joy, but I think acceptance. I think those are the things that these people are going for. But pride, I don't think is the correct thing to use. And to be fair, even if you're a gay person, if you think that it's okay to have a day where you celebrate being gay, it should be fine to have a day for men to celebrate being straight, considering the fact that they have to go through a lot of shit to get a woman to have sex with them. Just saying. So that being said, man, and I certainly hope you guys enjoyed today's video. And if you did, man, go ahead and click the like button. Yeah, shoot, go ahead and click that subscribe button. Comment in the comments below. And as always, you guys have yourselves a great day. And I'll see you cool cats soon. Adios.